When it comes to raising children, it seems everyone has free advice. But what advice do you listen to? The NDSU Extension Group rounded up for the professionals and is offering classes to parents of young children. Jeannie Erickson is with us today to talk about the classes and what's offered. Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
Yes, well, it's good to have you here. And it's the one thing that a lot of people aren't very prepared for, and that's raising will grow up to be an adult one day or a human of this world. So what are some of the classes that you have offered for people to take?
We have one that's starting today, actually, is the Active Parenting First 5 Years class. And though it's full, we can slip in a couple more spots if people are interested. And they can just call our office. And it starts at noon, so they got to call pretty quickly
here, yeah.
Yes, and that class offers just the parents information about ages and stages of development, plus brain development, which can affect behaviors, and also prevent negative behaviors while encouraging positive ones. It's a great class.
I think that's what a lot of people are nervous about. They don't want to have their kids throwing a tantrum in the middle of the grocery store while you're shopping. Every parent's nightmare, I'm sure, is that that will happen. And I'm sure you all address that or how to approach it when it happens.
Absolutely. We have great trained professional facilitators that really have a passion for working with families and parents and caregivers. So they just are very real with parents because we all struggle with parenting. I mean, some days it can be very challenging. Children are a joy, but there are days where they can drive you crazy. So we just want to make, parents need more tools in their toolbox, and they need to learn skills to stay calm, which is so important, and then make a connection before correction.
That's something to write down at home if you're waiting on that. Make the connection before the correction. Write that one down. That's a little note to star and underline and always look at. No matter if your kid's 2 years old or 18 and in an argument with you.
Yes,
okay.
Kids need that connection first and foremost.
And so what are some of the other classes that you have offered?
We are offering a powerful tools for caregivers of caregivers that work or have special needs children. And those classes are ones that where the caregivers have additional challenges and they can sometimes get burnt out. So in that class, they're going to learn skills to reduce their stress, communicate their feelings more effectively, and then locate some helpful resources, as well as just live a more balanced life so that everyone can benefit.
And that one, parenting's difficult no matter what, but especially when you have a child with special needs. For the parent, it can feel like they're alone sometimes. Like people don't understand them.
Yes. And so in the class, you learn that you are not alone. You can learn from other parents how they may handle things. And that's important because sometimes you do feel alone and you may compare your children to other children and we all struggle at some point.
Nobody's perfect. That's
absolutely.
Nobody's perfect. We all need to learn that. And I believe you have one more class that's also offered?
Yes. At the end of the month, we have the Parenting the Love and Logic Way, which is a great class that can help develop skills for staying calm in the moment and then avoiding power struggles and arguments and just raising some responsible, happy kids. There are other classes in the area that organizations have offered, like the powerful tools for, not powerful tools, but the Parenting the Love and Logic Way, and they charge a fee. We are funded through the Department of Health, Human Services, and that allows us to not charge anything for our classes.
So where can people go to sign up for these classes?
They can go to NDSU Extension on the website and then search for parent education, and all the classes are right there and they can register that way.
Right there, and free classes can't get better than free, especially on something so important.
Yes.
Well, thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm Connection before correction.
Absolutely.
I'm going to remember that. I think that's for raising kids or even stuff at work, whatever it is. I feel like that's a good phrase that can work through a lot of stuff.
I think so.
All right, well, thank you,
Thanks so
Jeannie.
much.
Yep. Coming up here on today's show, a Minnesota skier made history for Team USA 4 years ago, winning the nation's first gold medal in cross-country skiing, and she's now looking to defend her title in Beijing. That's after the break.